So we started with sitting down with the architects, trying to figure that out. It's really conceptual. This building is not patterned after any cancer center anywhere. The only building that influenced the early thinking brought the architects downtown to the home of Thibodaux diocese. I can't think of the dang building's name. Yes. That building to me characterizes a lot of what's here. I love the looks of that building. Took photographs, walked around, and you'll see in this building some of the characteristics, like the roof. You see arches, you see the bell tower stuff, and so on. And some of it's more subtle, but it's there. That was the only thing. And then it was quite a conversation about how big is this piece of land? This is kind of the brain part. How about parking and all those things? And it's clear we're going to have to build up. We're not going to be able to build sort of horizontally. How can we do that, and what does up mean? And from there, conversations about we want to build a state-of-the-art building. What is that? What does that look like? And the architects, Washer Lipcomb, did a great job, but it was a process, a very tedious process that went on for a while. I would tell them, this is what I think. And they would go design something, and we would look at it. We'd say that's part of it. The rest of it, that's not it. And from one thing to another, and some of them were major changes. They weren't little subtleties. Toward the end, it was more of the subtleties. Is it affordable? Does it have permanence to it? Is it something that's going to last 5 years and it's over with? Or 10, 15, 20 years from now, people are going to come up here and say, somebody thought about this when they built it, and it still works today. Would it enable us to provide care in the top performance type care, which is what we want to do? Does the building enable the staff to do that? Is it a clean, well-lighted place? That's what I call it. There's no dark places in the building. Some of that's metaphor and some of it isn't. But the building that's flooded by natural light. Oh, it's great to be here with you today. I always get caught in this talking too much or not talking enough. And I think you would probably say, don't talk so much, Greg, don't talk so much. But it is an important milestone in the history and the development of this hospital and the things that we are now. I was talking to one of the original board members a few minutes ago. When I came here, there was one building right over there. And where we were sitting is a sugarcane field. And across the street was a sugarcane field, and Bowie Road was a dirt road. And so it seems like time has gone by quickly, but we've been so blessed every step of the way by the great people that work at Thibodaux Regional, by great doctors, and the culture of our organization. We love the Southern culture, and then there's also the organizational culture. We wanted here to create a place where those conversations can happen, and there's really no problem with it at all. In fact, it's facilitated. Okay, great. Today we'd like to, before I end here, just a couple of things. It's a 80,000 square foot building, $50 million to build it. It's built on schedule, with the exception of the hurricane, put us back 30 days. Built on schedule and under budget. If you think about what's happened in the last 2 years, in the community at large, but in healthcare, I think that's pretty great accomplishment. And I want to compliment our contractors, the subcontractors, which there's 54 of them. It's kind of hard to go down the list and name them all. A number of them are here today. When you walk through this building, just take a look at it. You'll see the pride in workmanship. You can see that they were bought into this whole thing. They weren't just here ringing the cash register, doing a job and letting us worry about picking up the pieces. They were here because they took ownership in it. And that starts with Donahue Fabry, the general contractor, but really was true of all of them. Right in there in that chapel, there's a little pulpit. It's a local guy that built that. He pretty much worked all night to have that done for today and delivered it about 2 hours ago. You know, that's the kind of commitment we have seen time and time and time again. I don't know if you remember during the first onslaught of COVID, everything came to a screeching halt. Well, these guys managed to get a huge crane over here and keep the steel work going. Brought workers sometimes out of Florida to get things done. And it never stopped. But that's Thibodaux Regional. That's what we think we are. That we're going to go on no matter what happens. We're going on. We're not quitting. Now, to me, a community needs to know that.
Once upon a time, I got my start at KNOE in Monroe, Louisiana, then WAFB in Baton Rouge, and then WVUE in New Orleans. And covering Hurricane Katrina, there was one person you could count on to always answer the phone, whether you worked the morning shift, the overnights, the night shift, and it was Mr. Billy Nungesser. He did amazing things for Plaquemines Parish, was a tremendous advocate for folks there, and now we're very lucky since 2016 to have had him advocating for our entire state as our Lieutenant Governor. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Billy Nungesser.
Thank you for inviting me, and I see a lot of friends here, down to you family. But I want to tell you before we talk about the hospital, how incredibly lucky this region is to have so many great elected officials, the legislators. I see the senator here, parish president, the assessor. They work as a team. And with all we've been through, this region is really special. There's not a place we go along the coast to feed or help people that those elected officials are not there. And so I just wanted to give them a special shout out. Now, I know when you get a chance to visit this facility and walk through, as I just did, you'll come away with the same feeling, that everyone in this facility has the same love and passion. You feel it. You feel it when you walk through those doors. And that is so important, not to mention the incredible building, but the staff and team of doctors and their love and passion for really making a difference. This facility opened as the first freestanding cancer center. The cancer program is accredited by the American College of Surgeons Commission of Cancer, and they treat 95% of all major cancers. That is pretty incredible in itself, that everyone in this region will be able to come here for care. And the patient outcare, the outcomes here are much better than the national average. And you spoke about that earlier. And that's a lot to do with the people here. And I tell you, they're fiscally responsible. They don't receive any tax dollars. We could use your help in Baton Rouge. They generate more than $13.3 million in local revenue in 2020, and I'm so proud of this hospital. Greg, I want to thank you and your team for doing outstanding work. This medical facility and its team is a shining star for Louisiana. And as we come out of COVID and we look to restart the tourism, medical tourism we talked about before, this is going to be our first stop.
Know that we will be bringing them often thanks to this new facility, and here is to health and happiness in 2022. God bless, happy holidays and Merry Christmas from all of us here at Thibodaux Regional to you.